I want to love GameFound, but God. Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back yet today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran, and sometimes I even go slumming on GameFound, which I just get reminded every single time I visit here how much I hate their user interface. Because today I'm covering a game on GameFound that's not on the front, despite the fact we have projects that have yet to launch. Like this one has 20 followers. Like, why is this one getting more attention than the actual project that is launched that I'm going to be checking out today? It's such an odd choice that they do this. Then we have active projects, but they're not really active projects. Like, this one was just on Kickstarter a little bit ago, and now it's just here, and these ones aren't, like, it's so annoying. So we have to go to here to view all active projects, then we have to get rid of late pledge if we actually want to see the things that we want to see, which are exciting projects that have launched, like Classic Rally, which has 1.5 thousand hearts. Now, I really want you to think about this. This has 1.5 thousand hearts. That seems like a lot, but then you realize it only has $3,600. So I am not quite sure what just completely went wrong here. And 89 people have backed this one. I can say from the main image, it's really boring, and they did it at such a weird angle, and I can't even really see the box that well. I can't see the player link, the time count, the age, and once again, because GameFound just decides you don't need to know any information about this game, you have to make an extra click to find out anything. So it's 1 to 4 players, 60 minutes, terrain building, area control, deck building. Wow, I got none of that from this main image, which is like some dirt here, and then a car, and just the thrills of classic car rallying, from preparing the car and logistics to the day on the roads, competing and assisting the car in order to try to get it to the finish quicker than the others. Manage your team and race your classic car in a road map created by all players. So that sounds exciting. You have a car, you're creating a map, you're racing, it's 60 minutes. Sounds like a good deal of fun. Once again, though, there's even worker placement. Ooh, and 2-player, I guess, yeah. But it's just, I can't help but think this would be doing better on Kickstarter. I can't. Ooh, and now look at that. Now we got ourselves a rectangle. This looks better, but still at the same time, it's just like, why was this the angle that you chose? I would love to talk to them, Felipe, and be like, what about this image was like, that's the one. That's the one I want. At least prop the box up so I can see it better. At least it just annoys me. As always, though, when we go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. That's a pretty nice, I mean, it's not great, but it's better. So I'm done. GameFound is a mystery. Some of the layout is nice. Yeah, some of the stuff they do is fantastic. Then some of the stuff is just so befuddling. Let's get into the video, though. Smaller box game, okay. Oh, I mixed it. There's some text, all right. Up top, here we go. The game that brings classic rallying to the tabletop. Roadmap built by players, making every game unique. Okay, cool, you built your own roadmap. Cardboards to manage the resource of each card. That looks hot. Resource cards with card. So I don't like. So I love subtitles, but I don't like these ones because they're. I want to read it, but at the same time, because I'm trying to read it, I'm not actually looking as much as I'd like to about the stuff on the bottom. I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel great. Focusing on the artwork a little bit. Each player uses 2 cards, competition and assistance. Power Kit allows to move faster on straights. So now we're talking about specific cards in the game. Sport Suspensions allows to move faster on curves. Regular dice simulate malfunctions. 1 disables 1 feature. Without Power Kit, it goes slow on straights. Read book cards to follow your way. What? Read book card? That doesn't sound right. I'm going to say it out loud again. Read book cards to follow your way. What's a book card? Is this a book card? Road book. Road. Sorry. Oh, okay. And once again, I didn't even see this card because I was too busy trying to read this. I don't feel like it flows very well. Special die simulates weather conditions. Very cool. Which hopefully have the tires. Your car has a fuel leak. Your car loses a fuel card each round until, damn it, road. God. I was trying to read the card, and I didn't even get to read the top, and then you're throwing so much stuff around me. I can't really make out anything on this video. I really don't like this video in any way, shape, or form. Joker cards used for difficult situations. Cool. Take any resource cards that you wanted from the cards base of the assisted cards of every other player and put them on the avail. So you're robbing people. Cool. Neat. This is neat stuff. Yeah. So after the video, do I want it? Not really. I mean, it looks cool. I'm intrigued, but I will say the lack of anything on these cards wasn't the biggest fan of. It also makes me wonder how many cards there are. Or is there a player reference cards that let me know what all these cards do? Or how's this going to work? I don't know. I'm not really sold after the video. So 1 to 4 play. So do I want it? Can you do it? Not sure. How much is it? Don't know yet. But it's GameFound, so I know it's 39 euros. 1 to 4. So that's very reasonable. 1 to 4 players, 60 minutes to play, ages 14 plus. And yeah, the nice blend of real life simulation and arcade fun. A nice change to the traditional racing game. Lots more to consider than meets the eye with this one. So none of those quotes really do anything for me. Nice change to the traditional racing game. What's that mean? Lots more to consider than meets the eye with this one. Once again, so it's deceptively deep, I guess? I don't know. Those quotes, those comments aren't it for me. Project Story. Classic Rally is a board game that brings the classic and historic cars world to the tabletop. This game emulates the features, behavior, and even problems of a real-life classic cars. At the same time, it simulates the main features of road rallies, like roadblocks, checkpoints, weather changers, hazards. I just want to get to the deck, like, because it was deck building, it was worker placement, I think they said. So 178 components. We got cards, 4 rally cards, 4 assistant cards, 4 rally car cards. Okay, we got a full list of stuff. Okay, so that's where the text is. It's on these ones. It's not so much on those ones. And then it looks like there's 9 special types of cards. We got the dice. Why back now? Now or never. This game will not exist without your help. The add-ons is exclusive to backers. So here's the thing, though. Going back to what I said at the beginning, that's a good number of people, like, pre-launch. Like, let's say, God, I can't. Because it was like, this is so frustrating. Because, like, 125 hearts on the Gwen table, 88 hearts on Evolution, and then, Jiminy Christmas, I hate you, GameFound. Because this has, 1.5 thousand people. That's a huge number for GameFound. I mean, not compared to other massive projects, obviously, but like 868, 63, 62, 105, 50, 164, 464. Those are really good numbers. So that means that you had 1.5 thousand people who were interested in this, and then you just completely dropped the ball on this one. Which I can see from that main image. I can see from that video. I can see because GameFound completely hid this to the point where I could barely find it. Because, we're GameFound. Classic Rally can be played completely solo without bots or any need to play two-handed. That's fantastic. Awesome. Like Spotlight and that, you have a chance to contribute to a better game by making suggestions during the campaign. I've been paying attention to the feedback from the followers, and I've been using it to improve the game. I will definitely pay attention to the feedback from the backers. Okay. So we got $39 for the game. I don't feel like I really have a firm grasp of the size of this game. I'd love to know the exact dimensions. Bundle of games, 2 games, 5 games. Okay. This for the retail stores. Add-ons, a co-drive in Portugal. What? 2-hour co-drive in the co-pilot seat, driven by the designer of the game in his classic BMW from 1969. Okay. So I'll take you for a drive in my car if you back my game, if you're in Portugal. That's an interesting one. Can't say I've seen that one too much. Linen finish, rulebook translations. Once again, not really gonna. That's not gonna move the needle for most people. The linen finish, maybe, but I still don't think it's what most people are hoping for. They're probably gonna want more cards, more gameplay. Setup phase, roadmap layout. The rule booklet has suggested starting random road setup for yours, or you can do it yourself. Player setup, the things, the stuff. I just want a video. Video would be nice. Ooh, that's nice. What is this? Is that a player aid card? It's awesome. Dice roll, so we're going to the weeds of the rules. It's fine. No issues with that, because once again, GameFound has great organization. If I wanted to find out exactly how much the shipping is, I can just do that, so I can't complain about the organization on GameFound. Kickstarter, what is this? What is this? Oh, it's PDF. Cool. What do we got? Classic rule booklet, component setup, table of contents. Don't have a problem with that. Components setup. Okay. Ooh, no. Okay. This looks very what's the word? Very war gamery, just from the front. Just okay. It's there, though. You can read it. You can play it on Tabletopia. Classic Rally certainly hits the sweet spot of racing games, being strategic, quick, fun, tense, and not overly complicated. Ooh. That quote scares me. That feels like one of those quotes where it's like, I don't have anything really, really, really good to say about this one, so I'm going to try my best. And I do those quotes from time to time too, so I get it. The game is very well balanced. It's definitely different from any racing game I've ever played before. It's almost like a battle for survivance. Okay, it's well balanced. So we got a review. Okay, with lots of racing games available, Classic Rally brings something new with 2 card management and navigational puzzle. Okay, cool. I do like that. And there's a firm grasp of how big the box is, so I do like that. Fun layers of puzzliness. There's a lot to like about this particular game. Playing the solo experience is a fun experience as well. Okay, puzzly. I do like that. Players of this game have to... And I feel like these quotes definitely are better than the random quotes you pulled off Board Game Geek. So it's kind of odd that those were like front and center. Players of the game have to assemble car equipment, maintain the car plan, and navigate a route, be smart with their equipment. So this literally is just telling me what would be on the back of the box, which is not... whatever. I really like the game. I thought it was very clever, the planning of it, the managing resources, and the beautiful artwork. Okay, stuff. Shipping, $30 to $39. Oh, and I know it's because, they're shipping from some other part of the world, but that's immediately, the majority of people who back most projects are from the United States of America. And I look at Kickstarters every single day, pretty much. So that's going to be a big deal breaker, bumping this up from 39 euros, which, around about, $40-ish, up to a $70 to $80 game for what doesn't look like a particularly large game and what doesn't look like a particularly, I gotta back it style game. But the only thing I'd say they have going for them right now is the fact, and are these just reviews? Is there a gameplay as well? Is there a gameplay? Hopefully there's a gameplay, solo gameplay. Nope. Review, preview. That's nice, good stuff to have, but I need a gameplay, especially solo as well, if you're going to be, having a solo. And then even if you are, backing in Europe, it's still, this is an MSRP game. Let me look at those components again. You might want to, I don't know. Let me look at these components, because it doesn't feel like a good value. Just period. Because it's okay. I mean, it's got a nice board setup, but it definitely doesn't feel like a $60 MSRP game, at least to me. And maybe that's because I don't have a firm grasp of the size of the box. So yeah, do I want to? Can you do it? Yeah, you're only making one game, so that's fine. And yeah. June 25th, crowdfunding, pledge manager, game adjustments, finished manufacturing agreement with the factory, manufacturing, shipping, so it'll be here beginning of next year. Cool. I'm a board game designer since 2020, project manager. Oh, so what other games have you designed? That'd be a nice thing to spotlight there. If you have a pedigree, then we're done. Ooh. Yeah, wow, that doubles it almost. Yeah, so that's immediately going to kill it for most people. I can't imagine most people from the United States being like, yeah, I'm going to splunk down $80 for this game. Like, even me saying that out loud, I'm just like, oh my god, $80. Like, no. Especially considering I don't think this is like, I don't think this is a pandemic-sized box. I think it's like a smaller version of that. And component-wise, there's nothing here that really screams to me why it's so expensive. I'm trying to find that dang component list again. So we got 8, 12, 16 cards, 24 tiles. So we got 100 cards, 116 cards, 128 cards, 132 cards. Yeah. This price seems terrible. It just doesn't seem like a good price when you factor in shipping. Which I imagine is part of the reason why they have 1,500 people at the beginning and only 89 now. Yikes. Comments. For my 2 cents, shipping costs in my country are always already high. So this wasn't an issue for me. I'm really enjoying Heat, and this seems similar and yet different enough. And once again, no gameplay video, too. Come on, you got it into the hands of all these content creators. You have prototypes of the game. Get me a solo gameplay video. Get me a multiplayer gameplay video. It's kind of a necessity, especially when you're asking me for $80 in the United States of America for what does not in any way, shape, or form look like an $80 game. Not from the gameplay, not from the components, Nothing about this screams to me $80. And this seems similar and yet different enough that I would want to play it over that game. I absolutely love... I'm sad that this hasn't taken off. I do wonder whether more playthroughs... Yes. No. Previews, whatever. Like, at that point, you're just hoping that the name of the person who's doing the review preview are going to help you, which... Get that, but the playthroughs is necessary. And come on, you got to know that. The shipping costs seemed a bit too high for a $34 game. Seemed a bit excessive. Plus, with that on top of that, it makes shipping tax more than the actual game. I will do whatever I can to bring overall shipping costs as low as possible without sacrificing quality of service. I'm actually working on having better shipping prices so they can offer them to every backer. So probably the shipping price will be lower than the estimates that are now in the campaign. Thanks for your feedback. It feels like the kind of thing you want to try and work out beforehand. I also am curious to know where you're manufacturing this, because, or what your print size is, or what exactly is making this. You want to know why I'm not backing right now? Your timing for this project is quite bad. Not your fault. I already backed 2 expensive games right now and 3 more games. I get it. The game looks awesome. I'm keeping everything crossed that it hits the goal. Yeah, okay. So you got a small, loyal fan base when you relaunch. Hopefully they'll stick around. Now I have an almost solid launch date that is June 27. I'm preparing the crowdfunding campaigns to submit on GameFound's approval so that I can have a solid official launch date. On the one hand, I feel bad for having to postpone the planned launch date sometimes. So I'm just curious how they got 1,500 people pre-launch. I would love to know. I wish you could see the pre-launchers. I don't know if it's just me, but this project seems to be hidden beneath a couple of layers. I had to dig a bit to come across it. Yep, GameFound! There's GameFound for you. You suck, GameFound. You suck. You suck hard. And I hate to say this, because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you pressure Kickstarter. But now I just want Kickstarter to steal all your great ideas and then for you to go crawl off in a corner and die. Because, like, it's hard to find things on GameFound, which is... It's mind-boggling. Like, the whole point of here is that people to back your games. Yes. I had to dig a bit to come across it. Launch projects always appear front and center, but for some reason this isn't. Yeah, they don't, unfortunately. Yes, you're totally right. It seems exactly the same to me, and I'm going to talk with GameFound and see what we can do. Thanks. Yeah, tell them to get their head out of their butts. Excellent. That should help get the numbers up. Because 1,500, that's a great number. I'm happy to announce that the crowdfunding campaign for this is now. So I'm wondering if that's artificial. Because I'm looking here at the engagement pre-launch, and it's like 4 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up. So I'm wondering if there's some hanky-panky here to get to that 1,500 likes. Because that's... Yeah. Challenging game from a strategic point of view. The board is dynamic and not static. This game looks awesome. This is a weird one. I figured GameFound would be more nimble and improved, but WTF, yeah. I've been complaining about this for months, just how stupid your GameFound's user interface is. And you know, I've had people call me a hater before. Like, I had some people, I was in Origins and someone's like, man, you really hate on GameFound a lot. I was like, that's because they do stupid crap. And I don't understand. I'm sure there's a reason why. But I tell us why. Tell us why you decided to make your website so un-user-friendly in some aspects and so incredibly user-friendly in other aspects. Our cards, just been a cardboard, no miniatures. Miniatures for the cards are planned to be included in an add-on during the Pledge Manager. Thanks. Alright, let's give this one a grade. It's not going to be good. Do I want it? Not really. Not really. Because connecting it to the price, because the game itself, it looks fine. There's a rule booklet, there's previews, there's reviews, but there's no gameplay. Like, that's just, I need a gameplay, especially since it's a solo game. I need a solo one. It's buried on GameFound, so it's so hard to find. I can't help but think they're doing some sort of shenanigans hanky-panky. I'd love to talk to Felipe. Oh, wow, what is that? Oh, this is another video. Okay, so this is just a prototype, though, so that box is not contingent with what the final box is going to work. And yes, I did not use the word contingent correctly. Please don't bring it up. So do I want it? Not really. Can you do it? Yeah. I mean, I think if they got to 9,900 euros and they're charging, the amount they're charging for shipping, I'm not worried about them coming back and saying, we need more money for shipping. Like, that's just not something I'm worried about. But at the end of the day, like, everything about this just, I don't know. It's final grade C-, D+ range. I think that main image is so bad. Like, not that anybody's going to find it because GameFound kind of sucks on stuff like that. But that main image is just so blah and generic. And then, God, why do they do this? You can't. This is a pledge manager. Pledge manager. Yeah. I was trying to look at it again, but they made it so hard. Where is it? There. It's like that. Like that's. It's you can't see really anything. Focus on something. 1.5K. I'm gonna go with it. Because here's the thing. I need to disassociate GameFound being stupid from their Kickstarter campaign, or their GameFound campaign for this grade. Because it's not their fault that GameFound doesn't let you know any of this information and let you know it's a solo game. But it is their fault that they didn't spotlight the 1 to 4 players. Like, nobody can read this. So I guess it's a D+. There's previews. There's quotes. I don't think they're particularly amazing. That shipping. Oh, it's shipping's. Golly. C-. Those quotes killed it. Video is professional looking, but not great. Not going to knock it for GameFound, but yeah, C-. Yeah, C-, D+. I think you can talk me into one of them. That's my grade. I'm going to go with the C- and just blame it mostly on GameFound. But I would love to know how they got 1.5 thousand people pre-launch. Because that's a great number. That's a really solid number. I mean, not compared to like some of the big ones, obviously, but compared to a lot of other stuff. Yeah, GameFound. Just what are you doing? Like, look at this. Just. And there's the thing. Like, I'm just so curious. What makes people want to go to GameFound as opposed to Kickstarter? And I know there's a lot of like really neat stuff behind the curtain, but when in front of the curtain, it's just poop smeared all over it. Like, I don't get it. And here's the other question: would this be doing better on Kickstarter? I think all this stuff in the front. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I need to stop coming to GameFound unless it's a big project. I tried today. I was like, I'm going to cover some little indie darling. Maybe I'll love it and pound my chest and tell everyone to back it. But GameFound. Let me know in the have a great 4th of July. I will be taking the day off to have a cookout with my kids. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.